Oh my god. They're dead. But on that note, welcome back to Lisa the Painful. So, in the last part, we picked up all the items before the, well, after we got hit by the truck, we went back and picked up all the items. Now, we're moving forward. And in this part, we're actually going to recruit a few more party members. So we'll have a total party of 4. So that'll make things a lot easier. But we got a little thing. Little things here and there we got to do. Seems like a storm is brewing. You tired? Are you hungry? If you have an empty bottle, you can have some of me soup. Alright, I'll take some of me soup. Also, look at this guy's pompadour here. Now, we can actually rest in this guy's tent as well, but there's a chance that you will get ambushed, and you get some permanent stat loss, so, at least with normal mode, I'm going to be saving before doing that, just in case. These are all the status effects in the game. I'll leave it here for a little bit, just so we can all look at them. Some really good ones, and some really bad ones. Like, Stink, you wouldn't think would be actually a good thing, but it actually is pretty good. Yeah, actually, this ain't all of it, because we don't have Poison here listed. There's a few more here that's not listed. Poison's gonna be a godsend when we get it. Look at this guy. This guy's ready. Bobby! Let's try to make him cry. Let's try to make Bobby cry. Poor Terry. He can't just make Bobby cry. Oh, he's angry. Now, when they get angry like that, they become berserk in a way. They'll attack, and there is a chance that they'll actually attack themselves. But you're also, but their strength gets increased, just like berserk status. And it is a possibility that they'll hit you with the increased strength. So it's a double-edged sword with that. He's full of holes. Hey, look, chickens. Hey, look, it's Chicken Man. Now, this is actually a party member we can get. However, in this particular playthrough, we're just going to get his chicken back and just leave him to his day. Because it's kind of a jerk way to have to recruit him. Basically, you're going to hold his pet chicken hostage. See the red skulls? It means Rando's army is taking over. Which sucks, because the only gasoline within miles is in there. How the heck am I going to make fire bombs? He's dead. Hey pal, you okay? What's wrong? Getting sentimental, brother? No, just asking. Oh, here it comes. I'm closing my eyes. Good night, Olof. Bye. Gave his final breath. I'm sure this is a reference to something, and I'm just not getting it. Not sure what that was about. Anyway, a whole mob of guys ran through here going on about a girl. Balding guy in pink and a headed in man in green cut the bridge out. They looked really scared, neither were fit for battle. Everyone got peed and started to leave. Then all of a sudden, these 3 dudes with amazing hair found the girl. Apparently, she was in that truck. Pretty crazy, huh? They invited everyone back to their clubhouse in the old factory. I didn't go. That chick looked ugly. It's locked. Alright, so we got our objective. We're going to go to the old factory. Now, we got to do a few things before we can even go there. But we're gonna be exploring around a little bit. Yep. There's a pathway up there, but we can't go up there just yet. The world can be saved. Find her. Smooth. Jesse. Now, that guy I was actually, possibly had a bigger role in the original build of this game, funny enough. You can often find people to hire in bars. If you see a pink poster, you can access your party formation for when you want to swap party members in and out. Bars are great places. Chug-a-lug Terry. Now, the shop music is very weird. I have a little interest in scandalous magazines. I'm looking for a stiff drink and good memories. It's all the world has to offer me anymore. Fantastic. So what's your story, ball man? I'm looking for someone. Seems a lot of people have been doing that recently. Anyone specific? I should go. Hold on. I don't want to pry into business. But you got another thing coming if you think you can do this on your own. A war's going on. You're going to need allies. Besides, I owe you a drink. I look forward to our travels. This guy's great. I like this guy. Yo! What's happening, my man? You got a couple of old magazines for me? I'll run with your pack, brother. Energetic ex-pro wrestler known for his devastating headbutts, El Rage always puts the battle first and his health second. He has high speed and attack, but somewhat low defense. Yeah, he cost quite a bit of magazines, so we're gonna get him for a little bit. So, we got 3 party members now. A skilled boatman who loves quality liquor. Do I put that on? I don't think I put that on. Because I prefer to have him with high agility. So, we're actually going to go recruit the another party member, which is probably going to be a majority of this video, the rest of the video, actually. And this guy's probably one of my favorite party members, actually. Hey, nerd. Oh, hello there. My name is Nern. I'm considered the greatest historian of our time. I've gathered a wealth of knowledge about Olaf and what happened. Many tales. Would you like to hear? Boring. Great. Get comfy, my boy. I have many a tale to tell. Let's see. Alright, it all started with what I like to call the Flash. I was sitting with my wife, God rest her soul, sipping on some sweet lemon tea. I believe it was homemade by my sweet wife, God rest her soul. Or wait, maybe she bought it from the store in a bottle. No, like a plastic bottle? Well, hold on now. That would be ridiculous to buy a bottle of sweet lemon tea to transfer the contents into a glass. Why not just drink it from the bottle? I guess maybe she could have put ice in the glass? But then again, making tea homemade would be just as time-consuming, if not more. That sneaky bee. Yeah, so this is Nern's stick. He likes to go on tangents and just tells long stories. And he doesn't love his wife, apparently. But, you actually get a little bit of lore from him. Not too much, but to summarize, basically a great flash happened, which is what actually caused the females to just die. Also, I love this epic song that goes on while he's telling his stories. Yes, I did say stories. What a day. But basically, yeah, so a flash happened, which is the cause of why there's no females. And he also goes into something a little bit unique in that he talks about the sky. Basically, something's up with the sky. Like, the days last for a long time and nights rarely come. Now, this was just something to write off why there's not a day and night cycle in the game. But, you know, it's interesting because there's theories about this game where, like this post-apocalyptic, what happened might have just been in this particular part of the world and not the whole world itself. But if something's affecting the sky, then that's got to be something to deal with the whole world itself, I would think. If days last longer and nights are rare, that would be something that's a world event at that point, not just specifically here. But there is also hints that there was more females that lived on, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. As if I don't feel inadequate. But yeah, Nern is barely just going to be going on a tangent for the most part. But those little tidbits I said, he does mention them, but just like in passing. But he is considered the greatest historian of our time. And then I woke up to a big flash of light. That's about it. So, it's still unclear what the light was. Like, if it was a nuke, if it was just some kind of phenomena. Now, as far as I know, there's not really supernatural things that happen in Lisa, if I'm not mistaken. Like, everything can be explained, like the hallucinations and whatnot, that can be explained by, you know, just Brad's inner demons and whatnot. And of course, later on we're going to be encountering some mutants, and that's a result of the Joy Drug too. But that won't be for a little bit. So at the barbecue, I was seeing other than that's right, Tom Fortnite. Fortnite. I don't know what it is with that name. I'm a mask kind of fellow. Ho ho. Thank you, nerd. So I sat in the TV room, avoiding her until the BBQ. My dumb potato bee wife. Jesus, nerd. Well, you know, okay, I take that back. There is some supernatural stuff. I mean, if you consider it supernatural. So, some of the people you get in the party and some of the people you fight do have, like, chi energy. And there's actually a fan game that actually greatly hints that Olaf here is, like a very popular place for martial arts. Which makes a lot of sense considering all the people who do all this stuff and are wrestling fans, do martial arts stuff and chi energy stuff and whatnot. But that is a fan game, even though the creator has said that all fan games are canon, but, you know, at that point you start to get some weird stuff. Regardless, though, Lisa the Pointless, that's the fan game that kind of goes into a little bit more detail, is pretty good and actually is probably the best fan game of the Lisa games in my opinion. Sometimes days last ages and nights come rarely. And these clouds, so strange. What happened to our Earth? Oh well, enough of that boring stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna get. Cookie day at the doctor's office. Was in a waiting room reading a teen magazine. Normally I don't indulge in adolescent publicity, whatever that is, but I couldn't resist. I had recently heard a new artist on the radio, Ulysses Utensils. She's some young woman, maybe a boy, I don't know. Either way, that child could really grasp my attention. So I'm reading this magazine because I saw Ulysses on the cover. I still wasn't able to identify if it was a man or woman. But as I was reading, I noticed something on the ceiling. I looked up to see that there is some water damage. You'd think a doctor would make enough money to maintain his office. I guess he cares about his cool jet skis more than his patient's comfort. And his absolutely big house and hard-bodied wife. I wish my wife was like that. Big ol' melons. Just in, a drop of water falls from the ceiling. My eyes trail it all the way to the ground. I stared at the floor for some time, watching the carpet absorb the water. Suddenly, my attention is caught by a small child. The child was glaring directly at me. I saw the devil looking right back at me beneath his eyes. I got nervous and quickly started directly at my feet as to not aggravate the child. That's when I noticed something. I was wearing 2 different kinds of socks. Golly, I'm all ripped up after these thrilling exchanges. To be fair, you're a bit of a bore, but beggars can't be choosers. I think I'll stick around. I got many a tale to tell. Yep, and so this is pretty much my main party, actually. I'm really boring. Like, there's like a lot of different other party members in this game. And a lot of them are actually a lot better than my main party right now. But this is the party I stick with. I just love these guys so much. And they're not a bad party combination at all. That's also a good thing about Lisa the Painful, too. You can have a lot of really great party combinations. Like, there's some party members that work really well off each other. Even Terry there is really viable in some party combinations later on in the game. And Nern is actually a fantastic buffer. And then Olay is, he's really good, too. You just gotta put a little bit of work into him, but his greatest thing is Poison. Like, Poison, like I said, Poison, I think I mentioned it before, Poison is fantastic in this game. That's what I really like about Lisa the Painful. It's like, oh, hey Marty. But yeah, Lisa the Painful is like really fantastic with status elements. And Marty just left us this baby.